Okay, what we're going to do today is we are going to take this equation cosine of the inverse sine of square root of 3 over 2 plus the inverse cosine of x. We're going to write it as an algebraic expression without any trigonometric functions. So first thing we need to realize is that we have two terms in here. And since we have two terms, we have to use an identity to bring them apart. Cosine of alpha plus bravo is cosine of alpha times cosine of bravo minus sine alpha times sine bravo. Now, to go ahead and use these, we have to figure out what alpha would be and what bravo would be. So we're going to use a couple of different colors. We're going to do the inverse sine of the square root of 3 over 2, and that is going to be alpha. So alpha, or alpha if you prefer, is the inverse sine of the square root of 3 over 2. Well, going back to our triangles, let's go ahead and draw out a triangle, and let's make this angle alpha. So if it's the square root of 3 over 2, that means this other side is going to be 1. Let's check that. 1 squared plus square root of 3 squared is equal to 2 squared. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Check. Okay, so this is our triangle for angle alpha. Now let's look at a triangle for angle bravo. So this is angle bravo, and cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so x over 1. So this side, I'm going to call it y for now, but we're going to write it in terms of x. So x squared plus y squared is going to equal 1 squared. Y squared is equal to 1 minus x squared. So y is going to be the square root of 1 minus x squared. Okay, now we have our two triangles. We have all the information we need to enter it into our longer equation up here. So cosine of A will come from this triangle right here. So cosine of A is going to be 1/2. I'll write it here, cosine of A is equal to 1/2. Cosine of B on this side is just going to be x. Sine of A, again coming over here to this triangle, sine of A is going to be square root of 3 over 2. And then sine of B, coming to this triangle, is going to be square root of 1 minus x squared. So now that we have all of the values, we can go ahead and plug it into the equation. So cosine of A is 1/2 times square root of 3 over 2. Oops, let me erase that. I did that incorrectly. Something to watch out for as you go through. Make sure that you're attaching all of the right terms where they need to be. Cosine A is 1/2 times cosine B, which is x, minus sine A, which is the square root of 3 over 2, times sine B, which is the square root of 1 minus x squared. Okay, so let's bring those together. It's x minus square root of 3 times the square root of 1 minus x squared, all over 2, which simplifies to x minus the square root of 3 minus 3x squared, all over 2. So this is the arithmetic expression of our original equation up here at the top.